Good morning to everybody on YouTube and on Zoom here to our daily morning briefing show from Monday to Friday, 8:30 right before the markets open. And yeah, appreciate a lot that you spend your very precious lifetime with me every morning. So first of all, the normal daily morning procedure we share. We stream this show live on YouTube. You will find a button in the right corner. You can click on it. If you want, you can give us a like. I would appreciate it a lot if you give us a like. If you want, you can leave a comment below right now in the chat or afterwards in YouTube in the comment box. So feel free and don't hesitate to ask whatever is in your mind. So I can see Vladimir, Yanis, good morning and hello. And let's go and share my screen. So let me see the chat. Great. So who is with me this morning? Frank, Johan, Raquel, Marie-Louise, wonderful, good morning. So I wish all of you a wonderful and lovely day. Crypto Queen also, welcome here on YouTube. Okay, first view this morning as always, we had this morning the Japan monetary policy meeting decision, and nothing changed as expected. Previous one was minus 0.1, and the actual is 0.1 minus 0.12. So nothing changed. Everything is fine. We can be focused on our trades. More news, something like this, you will find here on admiralsmarkets.com/analytics. By the way, you will find a lot of information. The team beyond this homepage makes a lot of effort to give you wonderful information. So why China's central bankers are still worried, heard on the street, something like this. It's really, really interesting. Or something kind of off topic little bit. Inflation in Nigeria rose to 15% in December. This is awesome. We are complaining about our Europe inflation about 6%, or in USA about 7%, and they have 15%. This is a high number. Yeah. So as I used to say, we are complaining on a high level all the time. So let's be grateful for that what we have, and not what we don't have. Okay, I want to invite you to our morning webinar tomorrow, Wednesday. Jens is talking about how will professionals break out scalped Forex in 2022. So if you're interested in this topic, join this webinar too, as always. So Natius, wonderful good morning on YouTube, and Hartmut also. I'm happy that you have time for this webinar. Okay, and also you will find the link in the box on chat on YouTube also. If you have Telegram, and if you use Telegram, then you can follow Admirals on Telegram too. Click the link and you can be a part of it. And also, if you want, you can follow it on Twitter, Admirals, and myself. My name is Daytrader70. And of course, you can go to Twitter and say, okay, Admirals 2, then you will find Admirals Global, and then you have all the information here. Okay, let's go to the charts. Yeah, it's a kind of tricky actually. Yeah, it's really kind of tricky. Index 10 minutes as always. So what do we have actually? So basically, and don't forget, just I want to show you this, we have a big row of profitable trades. Yeah, among of all these green profitable trades, we have just 1 or 2 losses. And now it's time, it's normal that we have losses. It's a part of the game. So therefore I used to say, don't be focused on money, just on following the rules all the time. So what do we have for the moment? So at the moment we have this green uptrend. So we traded it and we sold half the position. And this morning I trailed my I trailed my hard stop closer because I can see I have a contrary trend. It's still the correction, but it is a trend. So I got out this morning. At the same time, I opened a short position to the lower side. So now let's see. How will I handle this situation basically? Yeah, just drawing the trend and trading the second trend arm. This is what I have to do because this is my strategy based on statistically system and numbers. Yeah, we have a profitable system because the second trend arm has a probability of over 70%, which means if you take every signal in every second trend arm on a long run, you must be profitable. Basically based on the numbers. How much money you will make is a part of your risk and money management. And of course, if you cut the loss, if the trade is not running for me, and the other part, which is much more important, that you let the winners run as much and as long as they have to run. But most of the times, private traders do the opposite. They let the losses run and they have a lot of space. Yeah. But if you have a winner, they cut the winner. And this is not that's not the way, that's not the logical way you can make money in the markets. Yeah. So don't interpret a single candle, just see what happens. Yeah. So I have the stop loss below a smaller 0.3. So everything is fine for the moment. So just let it go. And this is the point. If you sell, if you make partial profits, yeah, then you can cut the loss too in case you don't have a trend continuation. Yeah, sometimes it is. But we should not forget, ladies and gentlemen, that the green trend is still valid because that green trend will break below this last 0.3, where is this purple line. Yeah. So in case we will see maybe a third trend, which is facing upwards again, then we should do this second trend arm because the main trend is still facing upwards. And by the way, the point of control is still up at 15,941 euros by one future contract. So maybe for an unexperienced trader, this could be a kind of how should I say, confusing, but this is what you have to do if you understand the logic behind beyond trading, beyond real trading. So let's go to our running trades, not the running trades, the focus charts. And yeah, let's see the focus charts. And give me this. Here we go. So first of all, we start with Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin is here. And actually, I got out with my Bitcoin trade here because I trailed my hard stop closer to this last low here because I see, okay, there is a secondary trend, which is the correction actually. So yes. Yeah. Okay. So now I have two trades or two pending orders. Okay. Nestia, maybe it's possible that you have a look at YouTube because something is, yeah, thanks very much. Because I guess that's really stupid here. So now I got out because I have to cut my loss. It makes no sense to let the price running into the full stop loss. We have to realize that it's the wrong bus for the moment. It's the wrong direction, but actually we took the wrong bus. So cut the loss and now have two pending orders. So in case the red trend will continue, I have a pending order at this last point too, in case the price will break out to the lower side. But also the green one is also in its second trend arm. So therefore I have to make sure that in case that the green one will continue to the upper side, and by the way, the point of control is in the upper side, then I have to be a part of it. So don't miss the entry. It doesn't matter if the price is going down or up. It's both trend or it's the second trend arm. So and we know the second trend arm has the highest probability, so therefore we have to do it. Yeah. Don't interpret, don't analyze, just listen to the chart. And listen to the chart means learn how to draw the trend properly and perfectly based on logic, and then make your trades and manage your trades. This is for private trader, how you can make money on a long run, not on a short run, on a long run. Even 1 year could be really bad, but on a long run, if you follow the rules, there is a guarantee to make money on the long run. Yeah. So then it's next one is Dow Jones. So in Dow Jones, the long trade got out. It was a stop loss. So I show you that was the trend. 1 and 2. So first, that was the correction. So we opened a trade at the point 2. And then with the big move to the lower side, we got out. Actually, it's not a trend break for the moment. It's not a trend break. So we should not miss a re-entry. But at the same time, we have a downtrend. And the downtrend is this one. Yeah, that was not really a trend continuation here. So, and which means we are still in the second trend arm. So we should not miss the entry, yeah, latest at the point 2 in case or in under consideration that the point of control is on the lower side too. Yeah, so let's see if this is a higher, let's see if this, no, sorry. Here we go. Yeah, that was right here. If you have a correction deeper than 38, no, not for the moment. There was no close above 38%. So an entry should be made at the point 2 for the moment. The next focus chart is, of course, DAX 40 in 4-hourly chart, and there nothing changed. In my opinion, there's just only still a kind of downtrend. So, and this is it. Yeah. So still, here we go. Second trend arm, deep in the correction. Yeah, it's absolutely possible to open a trade here on the to the lower side to speculate on a trend continuation to the lower side. So next one is British Pound USD. And here we have at the same time, we have a short possibility. So basically the uptrend is still valid. Yeah, and point of control haven't reached yet. But at the same time, on the right side of the chart, there is, if in case you don't have an open position, yeah, then this is the second trend arm. Yeah, and we are still at the point 2. Yeah, let's see. Normally, you should be a part of it already. So in case you are not, we can set a pending order to the low and speculating on the trend final trend continuation to the lower side. And in case you have still the uptrend open or the long trend open, just trail the stop loss. So then let's go to gold. Yeah, in gold, there nothing changed, but we should be really careful with this because this is the short. That's the second trend arm, still the second trend arm. Yeah. And you know, the second trend arm has the highest probability to continue. I know there is a kind of second trend, this one, but there was already a trend continuation. Yeah. And the trend will break there. So I will set a pending order a bit lower. When the price is going here, I will set a pending order in case that the price will continue to the lower side and will continue the downtrend. Okay, so in focus, we still have open Euro USD is also on focus chart from Admirals. Yeah, and here we have 2 trades open for the moment. So the long trend is still open. Euro USD. Yeah, here we go. So that's the trend. Basically, that's the uptrend. And you see, finally, we saw this big move. So, and the green one now is in the correction. So we cannot lose money with this long trend, by the way, because we sold already half the position, or 75% of the position, by the way. Yeah, and now, yeah, just let it go for the moment. What you can do, and what I want to do is that I trail my hard stop. This is this one. Come on. Yeah, into the profit. So I cannot lose money with my long position. And at the same time, I open a short position. Why is it? Yeah, because it's a trend. And this is my duty. And you see, it's this one. So that was the first trend arm, the first move. And this is the second move. And therefore, it was the second trend arm. So it's my duty to open a position here. Of course, and I have a closer stop loss because it's just only the correction. So I have to stop loss here at this last 0.3. And yeah, let's see if what we can do with this trade on the lower side, because it's a second trend arm. Actually, there's no trend continuation, still the probability on my side. This is Euro USD. Okay, that was the focus charts. And before we come to the running trades and the proposals for today, I want to ask the question, so you have a bit time to think about it. And my question for you today is, it is possible to reprogram your mind regarding a bit of your age. And you know, the older you are, the harder it is. But is it basically possible for a human being to reprogram your mind? Yes, of course. Oh, no, it's not. So what's your private opinion about this? Okay, let's go to the running trades. And actually, it's still Australian dollar, Swiss franc. The trend is still running. The long trend, by the way. We opened here, and so we were a bit in a profit. Now the price came back with the falling indices. Australian dollar came back too. So now we have the situation that we have a corrective trend, which is in a second trend arm. So therefore, I set a pending order at this last 0.2 in case this trend will continue to the lower side, which is possible, yeah, which is possible when the index is going lower, then Australian dollar will falling down too, yeah. So therefore, I set a pending order, and my stop loss for the long position is here. Yeah, actually, there is no soft stop for the moment, too much pressure on the market. Yeah. What is a soft stop? A soft stop is just a mental stop. And normally I use soft stops at the 0.3 to avoid to get out on the market by a spike, you know. And so we know that the market is working at the 0.2, especially 0.3, very often with this kind of spike. Yeah, and it's really annoying if you get out with such a spike and then the trend is continuing and you cannot make a re-entry, for example. This is kind of mental stop. You set an alarm there, or maybe a line, whatever there is. So, and the hard stop is a bit far away. that you have a little bit more space, and therefore you have to calculate your money a little bit more generous. Yeah. Okay, next one, Bitcoin we talked about. Next one is Canadian dollar Swiss franc. Yeah, you see that was a second trend arm. So actually, I don't open the trade because I see there was no trend continuation for the moment, and the long trend is still running. Yeah, actually, there is nothing to do for the moment. In Swiss franc Japanese yen, we sold already half the position. Yeah, and it was 0.3. It was, yeah, we sold half the position. And now let's see, it seems, this is the, as you can see, Frank, for example, in my hard stop, whereas calculated my money management is about the previous 0.3. And at the current 0.3, where the trend will finally break, this is the purple line, and there I have an alarm. Respectively, this is my kind of soft stop, yeah? Because now I have to admit that obviously there occurs a new uptrend. So, and if I have this situation, I have to make the order too. So Euro Japanese yen, and yeah, the trend is still valid. You're welcome. The trend is still valid, the downtrend. So my mistake here was, and this should not happen, that I have forgotten, or I was in a meeting, I've forgotten to make a partial profit here. Yeah, because it was possible, it should be happen on last Friday. Yeah, to open to make partial profit, and then the trade would be fine. So actually, there's no reason to intervene for the moment, but I have to admit that the price is not working for me. So actually, I want to cut the possible loss. Euro USD, we talked already. British pound Australian dollar. This is awesome. Yeah, this is really awesome. And you see here's the same hard stop far away. There is calculated my money management, because I sold already half the position, and at the last 0.3, that is my soft stop. This I can do if I'm really quite far away in profit. Yeah, I don't do this when I start the trade. Yeah, then I cut the loss as soon as I can realize the price is not working for me. But if the price is really working for me, and I can work with a partial profit, for example, yeah, then I can work with a kind of soft stop, because I want to ride the trend. And therefore, it's always a good idea to work with a soft stop. It's smart trading, kind of smart trading. When you know, they always trick you out at the 0.3. And I guess you made the same experience that they work with this stupid spikes at the 0.3. So let's see what happened in British pound Australian dollar. Let's see. Maybe when the price, when the index is going down, then British pound is going up, respectively, Australian dollar is going down. Therefore, and this is the point why this currency pair is so strong. It's not about that the British pound is so much stronger than the euro, for example. No, Australian dollar is quite weak. And when the indices are going down, yeah, then Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, the commodity currencies are going down too. So they have a kind of weakness, which means more sellers than buyers. So British pound, Swiss franc, we have two trades open. And here you see the best example about the using the soft stop. Yeah, and this means, okay, you see, there was a spike at the last 0.3 where the trend will break. Actually, I opened a corrective trade too. Trade is in profit. And now I trailed my hard stop a bit closer. Yeah, because there was no close, but there was a spike. So I trailed my hard stop. And in case the price is going down, then I'm out. But then I'm also in profit with my corrective trend. This is how to listen to the chart, reading the chart, not interpreting. Yeah, this is New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. Yeah, also you see we are working at the 0.3. We open the trade at the 0.2. So also, yeah, yeah, maybe there's a corrective trend. So the long trend is still running. I trailed the stop closer because I'm working at the 0.3 with my soft stop. And also I have a pending order at the 0.2 of this red one in case the downtrend will continue. And if I have a look at the private trader sentiment, New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, for example, then I see, oh my gosh, 88% are buyers, private traders, which means that's too much, which means the probability is much higher that the price is going down because institutional money use the unexperienced money of the private traders to get on the opposite direction. You know, that's the game. So please trade smart. Kind of similar situation we have here in New Zealand US dollar, but there is not, maybe there is, yeah, kind of downtrend right now. Yeah, but now, yeah, just it's kind of development right now. And I guess it's time that we trail the hard stop closer because it seems it's not the right bus for the moment. And at the same time, we have to wait if we have a clear close because this is a possible downtrend here right now. So we are waiting for a clear close, yeah, and then we can see what we can do. Yeah, and last one is US dollar Canadian, big downtrend. Oh, by the way, interesting, US dollar Canadian dollar. So look, 38% on the buyer side, which means, okay, the probability is much higher that the price is going down. But in case that we will see an uptrend, which is here possible, I set a pending order for the long position. And finally, oil. Oh my gosh. You see, this trade destroys all the losses, but only if you let it go. And those trades we need to become successful in the long run. Yeah, and I hope there will very soon coming a correction, because the next correction is a part of the next trend continuation. So I hope we will have a next correction that new buyers can come in the trade. Okay, so to be honest, we have not really new proposals for today. It's just still Euro Canadian dollar. We talked about already yesterday. It's not really interesting. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, for example, it's not longer down, by the way. And the silver price is circling around the price from yesterday. So actually, yeah, not really something to do. If I make someone during the day, I invite you to the Traders Yard room, there you can see it, by the way. So my question for you today is, and I have 2 minutes to go, I guess. Yeah, 2 minutes. Question of today, is it possible to reprogram your mind? And we said 94% yes, of course. And 6% says, yeah, it's not. Yeah, of course, as a human being, it's always possible. It doesn't matter how old or how young you are. The moment you have a subconsciousness and you have a consciousness, you can think by yourself. So it's always possible to reprogram your mind, especially you come to trading. Because if you want to become successful on the long run in trading, it's a need that you reprogram your mind, that you start to think in a logical way. Therefore, it is absolutely possible because you are you think on purpose. You are a human being, you can think, and no one other than yourself is responsible what you think. So it's not the question if it is possible, the question is, do you want? And what's the why? If you have a strong why, there is always a way for the how you can reprogram your mind. But basically, you are a human being, you think in a logical way, otherwise you wouldn't hear in the show. So yes, it is possible, but it's not the question if, it's the question, do you want? So, and only if you have a strong why, you should do this. then you have the possibility to do this. Thanks for listening, guys. I wish you a lovely day. And as always, have courage and be kind. And may the forest of the rules be with you. See ya tomorrow.